me?
5.
X to the 4th divided by X to the 1st.
3.
Y to the 6th divided by Y to the 1st.
5.
Y to the 5th. And that's your answer for that one.
That was right.
Okay? How's that one? You guys handle that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, quick. They get a little harder. The negative exponents get tricky. First, I want to do a quick counter example, one that won't be in the homework tonight, but I want to mention it now since it's one of my pet peeves. Hang on one sec, Jordan. Let me hit this one first, then I want to hear your question. X plus 5 squared. May I just square the X and square the 5?
No.
No.
So what do you do?
This is where we just had a test on that. This is where foiling comes in. This is X. This means multiply everything in parentheses times everything in parentheses again. So this would be a case of foiling, which will not be in the homework tonight, but I don't want you to mix it up when we come back to it. So this equals X plus 5 times X plus 5, which you guys remember is X squared plus 10X plus 25. It's a perfect square trinomial. It does not equal X squared plus 25. You cannot distribute the squared in this case. You'd have to FOIL.
What if instead of the 2 is 3?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
You'll hate it. All right. It's beyond foiling. You'll love it. I mean, I'll love it. You'll hate it. Yes.
Instead of always doing this homework in the textbook, and it's like really heavy to carry home, can you print that?
We'll discuss that at a.
Oh, my book came in the mail.
Excellent. Excellent. Jordan, you have a good point. I'm not sure I'll be able to do anything about it anytime soon, but okay. Next example.
You could write the problems down on the board before class starts.
Hold that thought, kid. All right. Next hideous example. Actually, it's going to get worse.
It's actually not that bad.
Really? Good. Good. Okay.
So what?
Okay. 3xy squared whole thing cubed over 9x to the 4th y.
Can we solve it before you solve it?
No.
Yeah.
Go for it. You got 1 minute. Go.
Okay. A minute.
I just watched that show.
And you said you weren't allowed to have negative numbers in there?
Negative numbers are okay. Negative exponents are. You should not leave it in negative exponent form.
Is this one of the hard ones, or is this the regular?
No. Medium.
What do you mean?
If you're careful, none of them should be that hard, but I got to go over a couple
There are
more.
negatives in here.
How about that?
Could get this on purpose.
A little bit.
Do not get
Oh,
bigger.
did you really?
I'm not trying to answer yet. Someone didn't know that was that.
Oh.
3 to the 3rd power is not 9. And y squared cubed, you multiply the exponents there. Times bottom, now you just have to deal with it one term at a time. There are eggs on this. Oh, jeez.
That's what I. Oh no.
What's 3 times 3 times 3? Mimi, I could kill you. This is a Valentine's Day present. God. You just wrote on my shirt to get my attention. No, you didn't mean to, but my lord. Okay, yes. Yeah. That's exactly why I'm up. Can be further simplified.
Oh, yes, I can.
3, Amanda.
Close. Should have to do there in a second. Okay.
No, I meant 3 net.
A lot of good ideas here. Let's see where some of you are going wrong and some of you are doing very well.
No, I meant 3.
Okay, hang on.
Will you take a look again and see if it's
You'll see in a moment. Okay. Now, first thing, have I correctly distributed the raising to the 3rd power to my 3 factors on top?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, What is 3 times 3 times 3? 27. A couple people had trouble with that out there. This remains x to the third, and y squared raised to the third power is y to the 6th. This stays over 9.
The answer is 3.
X to the 4th times y. Now, taking these factors separately, 27 over 9 reduces to what is a fraction? 3 over 1. Very good, Jeremy. Guys, stay with me. Write this as 3 separate fractions here.
Wait, what did you just subtract?
The 27 and the 9? No, I do this the old way. Okay, now, there's a couple different ways to picture this, but x to the third over x to the 4th. Some of you have that as x to the negative 1, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to picture it in my head. I don't have to write this down, but I'm going to picture this in my head as an x times an x times an x times a 1 over x times x times x times x. 3 of them go away, and I'm going to leave that as 1 over x. You can also write it with a negative exponent, but I'm going to ask you to get rid of the negative exponent at the end. Okay, hang on, Mimi.
Wait, so the x would be on the bottom?
Yeah, the x would be on the bottom in this case, because there were more x's on the bottom than on the top. Now, the y to the 6th over y becomes y to the 5th over 1. When you're dividing, there's always a 1 left. So the simplest form of your answer would be 3y to the 5th over x. Now, for those of you who did the subtraction and got 3x to the negative 1 y to the 5th. Can you follow me over here?
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who, some of you got this answer or something close to it.
And what's in
Yeah.
that?
Is this incorrect?
Well,
No,
it's not
It's not incorrect,
simplified.
but it's not simplified.
Very good, both of you. Okay, now, Phil had his little mnemonic, cross the line, change the sign. Okay, remember you can always make anything into a fraction by putting it over 1.
So you just subtract the x to make it positive.
It's a little bit weird.
Fine.
Well, what you can do is you can take any exponent and you can flip it to the other side of a fraction bar and change its sign. So I can make this now 3y to the 5th over x to the positive 1. I don't have to write that positive 1. But if I have a negative exponent on the top of a fraction, I can flip it to the bottom of a fraction and change its sign. I can actually do that for all of these, but it's just not simplified. Okay, I'm going to intentionally try to confuse you just a little bit here because I want you to get this concept. All right? You guys ready for that? This is meant to be a little bit confusing. Is this correct then?
No.
No.
Wait. Yes, because it's a fraction.
Well, I have to be correct, not if it was simplified.
Correct, but not simplified.